Hey, what's up? So I'm pretty sure all of you have heard, but Dr. Disrespect is officially back in full capacity, I guess. I mean, he's not really making any money from his streams aside from like the thousands and thousands of donations, but other than that, YouTube like won't directly monetize him after one of the Twitch employees said that he was texting a minor, and like a couple months ago, everyone's heard of this. But yeah, so he's back and he's made a response, and I finally had time to listen to his response because I completely forgot about it. Like, I made a video talking about like how he will be live, and then I didn't even like bother to check. But I finally had time to watch it, and it's gonna sound a bit weird and shit because I'm not sure, if he's gonna go Mr. Beast mode with his legal team and copyright everyone. So it's not gonna be like a one-to-one clone of his entire stream, like not a re-upload. I think his stream's still going because I had to quickly like record this in OBS because 4K video downloader is just unable to parse a live stream, obviously. And the funniest part about this is that like the first question he answers, or the first question that he addresses on this segment of the stream, he immediately just ignores and blows off and acts like it never happened, which kind of sets the whole mood. I mean, it's not really a surprise. I feel like he could have been a lot more transparent about this shit in the past couple months, because like it just makes you look guilty when you don't talk about it at all or don't address it. And like these Twitch employees basically violated the NDA already a couple months ago, so there was really no reason to hold back.
Are you nervous to be back? After what's transpired over the last couple months, am I excited to be back to this type of world? Man. So glad you're back. Hey, I appreciate it, Shane. It's good to be back to a certain degree.
This is personally my favorite part of the live stream, and it's already in like the first 10 seconds. He just sits there after reading it, thinks about it, and then just lets it go to dead air and then picks a new question. Like, he could have just picked another question. I know he has like a large backlog of donations that like haven't got read, because I mean the amount of donations he's getting, you can't really read all of them because everybody's wanting to ask him questions and shit.
You see, there was a lawsuit pending, and as part of that arbitration, all parties were not allowed to speak publicly about the case. I respected those rules. My lawsuit against Twitch was eventually resolved, as you all know. But even then, as part of the settlement, all parties were still prohibited from speaking publicly about the case or the settlement.
Alright, I can completely understand why someone wouldn't want to talk about an active court case going on. Like, especially like their lawyer probably told him like, probably best not to say anything because they're just going to screenshot anything you say and record anything and use it against you because, you're being sued currently. So, why wouldn't they want to make it easier if you give them the evidence? I mean, any person with a brain would obviously not talk about a case that they're currently involved in. But I feel like the second that the person at Twitch started talking on Twitter about like exactly like what he did, I feel like at that point the NDA is basically invalid. I mean, you obviously don't want to talk for evidence, but I feel like not talking definitely makes you look guilty if you don't, rebuke these claims that you were messaging inappropriate with a minor. And he didn't do that. He did the opposite. In one of his tweets, he literally admitted to inappropriately messaging a minor. And not only did he not deny it, he literally admitted to it. In a tweet, he said, I'm paraphrasing here, but he said, I had inappropriate text with an individual minor, edited that word out, so it just said individual, and then he went back, put it back in the tweet after he got backlash for it, and then he eventually just deleted it because, he kept flip-flopping his mind too much, and his PR team probably told him, like, yeah, you might want to delete this. And even though he literally admitted to inappropriately texting a minor, his excuse is that, like, technically it's not a crime, but, like, I feel like being just one picture away from, being in federal prison isn't really much of a flex. That just means you knew exactly how bad what you were doing, and we're taking, precautionary steps to, stay in the gray area of the law. Which, I mean, technically he isn't a criminal, but he's proven himself to be weird, shady, and creepy. And if he completely is innocent, then he's like the worst person in the history of PR, because he managed to like basically damn near incriminate himself.
And you, knowing how black and white the internet is, you decided, you fucking rat, to leak the reported reason Twitch banned me in 2020. Well, I mean, for what? Cody, why? Did you not know the repercussions from spewing lies about the two-time?
Also, I know this guy's supposed to be like an entertainer, and like the main reason he's popular is for his character, but like I can't fucking stand how often he just does this stupid shit, like half joking. Because it sounds like somebody that's, knows they're guilty about something, and like they don't really want to completely admit it, so they always play it off as a joke and shit. Because I mean, like, even someone like Pyrocynical, when he got accused of, messaging minors inappropriately, immediately he like decided to take the L and share all of his like degenerate DMs and shit, because I mean, any alternative is better than, what you're being accused of, basically.
Which is trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally acknowledged that the whispers did not constitute child sexual abuse material CSAM. I'll say it again. Neither I nor the Twitch user exchanged any sexual graphic messages or images. Cody Connors and these other anonymous sources are trying to paint a picture that I was exchanging sexually explicit messages and photos with this Twitch user. That never happened. I even used the word inappropriate, purposely. And look at how it's defined by everyone, champs. Huh? Including these defaming articles. I'm sorry, but mutual bantering with inappropriate jokes taken out of context should have never led to me getting banned from Twitch in the first place.
I hate how non-transparent his whole apology is, because basically what he's saying is that it's technically not illegal shit. Like, technically no nudes have been exchanged between him and a minor, and he didn't explicitly say, hey, do you want to meet up here so we can, have sex? And when that's like your, number one excuse, I don't really think you're in that well of a position. Like, despite how embarrassing it would be to like actually like, reveal all your fucking whispers chats or whatever, I feel like it would be way better than the alternative of like losing 80% of your, fucking viewers, or long-term viewers at least. Because I mean, this stream has fucking blown way the fuck up. Like, he's not even making any money off the ads from YouTube or anything. It's all donations, and he's fucking making a killing for himself. Like, all of these aren't gonna be permanent, but there's gonna be like a lot of diehard Dr. Disrespect fans, like enough for him to have a career. And I mean, YouTube probably will give him his monetization back, because he probably, generates a lot of ad revenue with all the people watching his streams and whatever. But I mean, he's still fucking creepy. Like, just because you're not a criminal doesn't mean that you didn't do something weird.
I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement, edited, etc., just to make sure these so-called journalists would pick up on it. And boy, oh boy, did they ever, champs. When you and all these so-called journalists, Cody, fired off your tweets, did any of you consider that the Twitch user may have been over the legal age of consent at the time of the messages?
Also, sorry for the, audio being completely out of sync with the video. I don't know what went wrong in Premiere, because everything was working fine up until this clip, and then I watched them back, and now some of them are all fucked up. But I've recorded this, part of the stream too many times to remember, so we're gonna keep it. Because YouTube won't let me download the VOD yet, because it hasn't had enough time to actually process the video. So anyway, but about what he was saying, I feel like if she was 18, like the entire time they were messaging, I feel like, he would have immediately said that instead of having to go through all this stupid bullshit. I don't believe that the Twitch staff is completely lying, but, knowing Twitch mods, they're like the most fucking arbitrary people when it comes to enforcing rules, and they just basically do whatever the hell they want, trying to get like a little bit of clout off of these streamers. You know, I believe both sides are lying because I don't think that if they had no evidence of anything creepy, then we would even be in the situation. But I believe if she was 18 the whole time they were talking, then Dr. Disrespect would have immediately called that out.
The Twitch user tells this ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything to Twitch. But this ex-Twitch partner manager encourages the user and even directs them to file a report directly with Twitch, even though the user told him clearly that we never physically met anywhere and that no photographs were exchanged. On June 24th, 2020, Twitch's special operations team receives and reviews the user's report. They find no issues and determine that it did not warrant any further escalation to Twitch's law enforcement response team.
So it seems like there's a couple people that like really were trying to push this through, this report, to find any kind of dirt on him that they can to ban him, which is, you know, very fucking shady. But the fact that like he actually did end up getting fucking banned and they never walked it back, because I mean, like, if a couple rogue employees pull some shit like that, the CEO or one of the higher ups would personally apologize to him, and they wouldn't fucking pay out his entire contract and, you know, let him walk free basically, with nothing that Twitch is gaining from it. I feel like Twitch just dropped the ball because they found a bunch of weird messages that really implied that he was about to do this, but nothing that fucking explicitly says that, you know, he was going to meet up with this person. But he was like probably flirting with her and shit. But these employees probably immediately tried to get him banned and get this report pushed through because they thought they were doing the right thing, and they thought they were like stopping some fucking, you know, huge pedophile. All we really got on him though is that he's a creepy ass guy, and I mean that's enough for me to not personally watch him, but I don't think he belongs in jail because technically he's never done anything illegal so far as we know. But I mean, Twitch is a business, so they wouldn't have completely shot themselves in the foot like this if they didn't think something was slightly wrong at all. Like if fucking the lawyers at Twitch saw this and saw that there was some rogue employees just completely making up shit that's completely false and shit, they'd be personally apologizing. I'm telling you, because this guy makes him so much goddamn money, it just does not make sense to, you know, let him go over some petty disagreement like this. But yeah, that's basically all I have to say about this. I'm pretty sure Twitch has changed their policies on how they've, you know, process reports and ban people now. Like, at least I hope they did. But they really should have ended it when they sent it to, you know, 2 different agencies, and they were like, yeah, there's nothing really illegal done here and there's nothing we can do. And then these moderators took it upon themselves to ban him anyway. It should have just ended when they couldn't charge him legally, because when you have multi-million-dollar contracts, you don't want to ruin them probably over an assumption. And I bet the fucking legal department was not happy with that. I don't know how they didn't have any kind of say, or like how this doesn't follow like a chain of command, or have it voted on, because this is like the biggest streamer on the platform. How some employees can just push through reports like this and cause a big shit show like this is insane. But that still doesn't mean Dr. Disrespect isn't kind of creepy. So yeah, that's basically it. Subscribe if you think raccoons are awesome, which I'm assuming everyone is already subscribed because we only have based epic chads watching right now. Alright, have a good one.